All right, y'all. So this video right here, I want to hop into. So it's about this woman's marriage, and she's coming up here for like some wisdom, some good wise counseling. All right, so let's hop into the video.
Other than I'm other partner, someone other than wife.
Baby, does he recognize you as his wife?
Not to anyone other than me in the house.
Are y'all
Been married
legally
going
married?
on 15 years. We've been together for over 20.
And he's never acknowledged you as his wife outside of the household.
No, not to not to anyone else.
Does he wear a wedding ring?
So he never wore it because he's an electrician at work, and he said he don't want to get electrocuted.
Okay. You don't believe, though, that he is unfaithful?
Oh no, he is. He has been. He's been unfaithful from day one.
Certain behaviors tell you that, Ace. Certain behaviors tell you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, okay. The biggest sign right here. Alright. You said he's unfaithful. That should have been like the biggest alert. Alright. If he's unfaithful, I don't think he has the power or strength enough to even what's the word? Introduce you to other people. If that makes sense. Because if you're unfaithful to somebody, you won't have any investments or slash value poured into that person. Okay. So when you really love somebody and you really cherish somebody and you hold them value to you, you would introduce them. You would tell people about what is valuable to you. Okay. Like if you own a precious car, you will let people know this is my car. I don't want nobody touching it. This and that. I don't want you spilling nothing on it. You can't bring no drinks or anything unless it has a lid on it, a cap on, like stuff like that. You would treat her valuable. Because in the Bible, it talks about the woman being your crown on you, right? You want to cherish her. She's your crown, okay? She's a very strong piece when it comes to being your partner, okay? And sorry for all the women that's listening. I didn't mean to call you a piece, but partner, all right? Spouse, loved one.
That.
He was dating someone on his job. I knew about it. I told him to end it. He chose not to end it. It is
Sorry, ma'am. That's your fault. This is all on you. You're dealing with a very strong manipulating spirit right now. Who knows? He can be I don't know if he's verbally abusive, but for you to be okay knowing he said no and he has you tied to him spiritually in some way, shape, or form for you to be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna stick it through, knowing he said no and not because in a marriage you guys supposed to be coming into agreement. When it's God centered, you will always make sure you guys are on the same exact terms. Okay, if you guys aren't on the same exact terms, how are you going to be equally yoked? Because God talks about becoming equally yoked. Do not be yoked with somebody that you're unequally yoked with. Okay. Now at this point, knowing that he cheated on her, or he cheated on her, she has the right to leave him at any point in time, biblically. Okay. She has a full going just based off the Bible. She can leave him. But for her to try to stay and try to get him to quote unquote introduce you, first we gotta go about the situation of one, he doesn't respect you. He doesn't hold any word you say valuable or take it serious because of what you allowing him to do. not setting a boundary line and consequences behind it, he's gonna run rampant. He's gonna run rampant.
Then I said, well, I prayed on it. God transferred him to another location. So he got transferred to another location. Then he got retransferred back to the location where his so-called fling worked. And then I said, God, you sending him back to where his fling is working?
You said a lot of things about God that was very relative to what the devil does. You said a lot of things about God and you contributing it all to God, like the devil does not speak and work as well.
Well,
And this is how a lot of people lose faith, because they do not see the devil has a fence line where he has a certain line and land he can move around, okay? That God allows him to be able to, you can't go anything outside of my rules. People do not be noticing what playground the devil has, because they do not, one, study their word. Two, most people don't believe in him, or they'll just think he's so powerless. And three, people are just so delusional. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm saying you can't just go straight to God, because you got to know how to be able to fend for yourself. Read the signs. Know if it's not the fruits of the Spirit. That's the biggest thing. Operate the operations of the flesh and the operations of the Spirit. Know the difference, because that is like foundation wise of identifying who is acting out of God's spirit and acting out of the devil's spirit. You will know. When you notice those two, you're gonna be like, this is not God. Because you will not say, God, why you send him back to his location? God would not set you up. God would not set you up.
I can, true, but when I speak of things, I know when I hear God.
I don't believe just listen to you, because I know God is not the author of confusion. I don't believe that you took this to God when you first married. Because God, I know when people say, I hear God's voice, and sometimes it's your own conscience.
That's what I'm saying.
And when you have been in such chaos and confusion and doubt for so long, sometimes you are not sensitive to the Spirit. So it's really hard for you to be able to know and distinguish if it's God's voice or if it's the enemy's voice or yours alone. I don't believe that you invited God into that process to begin with when you first married, because you were filling a void just based off of what it is that you said. When we get into those moments of prayer with God, it needs to be very personal. Very, very, very personal. This man is breaking you down. God acknowledges his kids, and he wants the man of the house to acknowledge his wife. This man is not acknowledging you. He does not see you as a wife. You see him as a husband, but he does not. That means that you two are not one in spirit. Y'all have not reached that threshold yet. Just because you lay with somebody, when you lay with somebody, you are one in flesh. You're not one in spirit yet.
This is why when you marry somebody, you gotta see where they foundation at. Okay, when you be in a relationship. Okay, I didn't take this route because I wasn't in the right standing with God. Right when I got married, literally with not even a full week, I just randomly wanted to read the Bible. This is the Lord draw me in, like right in the beginning of our marriage. I randomly wanted to read the Bible. That's how it worked. Okay, so now the fact that hold on, because I don't like the way my light. Oh no, that's not coming. She hit it right on the head. You guys are not equally yoked. You guys, you've been working in the area of your own thoughts. God, you operating in confusion. He's not the author of confusion. Cause look, soon as he confused, he'd be like, God, why you putting him back over there? You should be like, hold on. go back to scripture. Okay, he's not the author of confusion, so I'm confused on why God was saying. Okay, so it's not God. You know what I'm saying? Like, go back. Like, okay, this ain't God. So we know who operating at this moment. We know who's setting everything's up behind the scenes. You feel me? So this was a good video. Y'all gonna be seeing. After I seen her, y'all might be seeing a lot more of her. I ain't gonna lie. She dope. She dope. She the cool auntie. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, if you guys really enjoyed this video, man, just leave a like, comment, share, all that types of stuff. Subscribe. Enjoy the community, man. God bless you guys.